So, back when all them wildfires in California was going on, um, I was reading in my journal. Um, I wrote, this was back in 2021, I'd done these journal entries about Genesis chapter 19, about Sodom and Gomorrah being destroyed. And I remember reading about Lot's wife and everything. And hmm, and then the next day, um, I remember I also felt like the Lord put California on my mind. Like that song by Jody Messina that came out years ago. I started thinking about that song randomly, and the words California was going through my mind. I said, I think something's going on in California, because Jody Messina came out with a song called Heads Carolina, Tails California. So I was like, okay, California. What's going on in California? So I looked it up and there was wildfires going on, and then the next day everybody was talking about it all over Facebook. My nephew even had a friend that lived in California and his place was being destroyed. And I was like, wow, like that is so crazy that I'm reading about Sodom and Gomorrah. Um and then the next day I had a dream about um a gorilla, and then I woke up and you know was and everyone was talking about California being destroyed and how it's basically a modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. And of course in Sodom and Gomorrah there was people who were basically acting like animals. So the gorilla in my dream reminded me of people that commit homosexuality and bestiality and all these sodomite things. And I was just like, wow, God, it is just crazy how this stuff is happening right now. And I remember this Tyra Banks video where she interviewed a Baptist lady. This lady said that we're supposed to rejoice at God's righteous judgments, and the Bible actually does say that we will rejoice at his righteous judgments, but we should not be wishing for people to be hurt, but we definitely should be like, yes, God, just do whatever you got to do. Whatever you got to do to make people want to repent, you go ahead and do it. Do whatever you feel is best, because if God did not judge the world, he would not be just. So, yes, all that stuff that happened in California a while back, that was pretty crazy, but just the way it happened, from my point of view, it was like, yeah, it's like, yeah, God, it's pretty cool the way God speaks to you and the way he uses symbolism and coincidences to get your attention. It's pretty cool. And that's why I tell everybody all the time, just pay attention to the things around you. Pay attention to your spirit. Pay attention to what you feel in your spirit, because that could be God trying to get your attention. And just pay attention to the little coincidences that you see every day and ask God to show you if that's from him or if that's, what it is. And he will show you. God is so good and he wants to speak to his people, but he wants to know that his voice is important enough for us to want to seek after it. God bless.